It's the Raptor Black liner. It's about $250 for the 8 bottles of this. And you obviously get more hardener than this when you buy the pack. I threw the box away because it was like a month ago when I painted the truck. But I'm just now getting some time to do the video for it. Alright.
So I wanted to talk a little bit about this Raptor liner. I don't want to make a bad review. I want to make a realistic review. I recently painted my truck with it. It looks great. I think the truck looks great. But the reason I used bed liner for the texture was because my truck's a little older and it has a lot of imperfections and it's beat up a little bit. And it's just, the liner covers a lot of the imperfections better than regular paint would. And I thought this would be a little tougher and last longer than regular paint. And for the price, I thought this would be a little cheaper than going to a real paint place and get it painted. So, long story short, I thought it was a cool concept. I thought it'd make the truck look cool. The truck looks cool, but I wanted to talk a little bit about what I did wrong. I think it's probably my fault more than the liner's fault. My truck had a lot of chrome on it, so I thought, why not just bed line the whole thing? I thought maybe bed liner would stick to everything. I didn't think it needed to be primed first because it's bed liner. I thought bed liner was good for plastic, metal, didn't matter. I figured this would be a good solution for the whole truck. Long story short, again, the chrome, it didn't stick to the chrome very well, so it's probably my fault. I'm probably gonna have to strip all the liner off the chrome parts, and I'm probably gonna have to prime it, let it dry for a few days, make sure the primer's on there good and it's not flaking off the chrome, and then repaint it with the liner. So far it seems like the liner stuck to the truck just fine and the liner is good there. They sent it to you with a hardener. I'm not a huge paint guy, so I know this much solution is what's meant for this size bottle, and then you mix it and then you just go and spray it. So it's a pretty simple concept what they did for you. When you buy their kit, it comes with 8 of these bottles, and it comes with a bigger one of these, and you just use the portions that they tell you. I think it was like 250 milliliters per bottle or something like that. I think that's what it was. But when you buy one bottle, like I did, I bought one bottle just for touch-ups, and then they send you a little mini version of the hardener. So this is what I'm going to use. I'm probably going to have to buy another bottle just so I can redo all my chrome. I think the truck will be fine. I also bought fender flares, which are plastic. I didn't sand them, which again is probably my fault, and I didn't prime them. I just sprayed right over the fender flares, so it didn't stick to that either. So I'm assuming it's all my fault. So I don't want to say anything bad about the Raptor liner until I'm done. I'm going to redo it and prep it properly. So let's go take a look at the truck real quick. What I like about it is you don't see all the little waves and all the different lines that you see on a lot of bed liner jobs. The Raptor liner went on very smoothly. It's nice and textured, very clean. I really do love the look. It did stick to the plastic fenders for the most part, but you know, it's only a month old, so it's probably gonna flake off because it's plastic. But it stuck to the truck really nicely. It's nice and hard. I really do like how it looks. But as you can see here, this is where the chrome is starting to come back. About a month later, it's starting to break off my chrome. It comes off way too easily. So I'm definitely going to strip all this off. My bumper was chrome, my grill was chrome. There's a lot of chrome on this truck.
So I'll let you guys know how it turns out after I prime it properly. This is where it started to peel off my fender flare. You can see it here just breaking off. But the truck is on there good. I don't see anything flaking off the truck. I wanted to give a realistic review from somebody that had a little bit of problems with it, but if you prime it and prep it properly, I'm sure there's going to be no problems with this liner. I do like it. Even my rear bumper was chrome. I can see it's starting to chip a little bit at the top, but this was all plastic. It stuck to the plastic nicely. But for a do-it-yourself paint, it does do a good job. You just need to prep it. Just like anything, you got to prep it before you paint it. I just sprayed it on there. So that was my fault. I'm probably going to take all the fender flares off so I don't mess up the paint on the truck. And I'll repaint all the fender flares, but it needs to be prepped. It came out really nicely though. And this is the black. I know it's hard to tell in the video, but it is very black. Those are very black rims. And it looks gray. It looked gray to me when I bought it, but it is very black. My jacket's as dark as you can buy, but it looks gray in the video. It definitely is black. It covered a lot of the dents in my truck. My truck was all beat up.
So now you've seen the truck. I know I'm going to get a lot of people yelling at me saying that I should have primed it, obviously. I just wanted to make the video to where you guys don't make the same mistake I did. It is a good product, but obviously do not spray it straight onto chrome. Sanding and priming is always the way to go. And it's funny looking at it now, it even says that you should do a self-etching primer. So that was probably my biggest mistake, not reading the instructions. So obviously you got to sand it, self-etching primer, clean it up real good, and then obviously this stuff will probably stick to it a lot better than it stuck to mine. So let it be my mistake. Hopefully this video helps you guys use this stuff properly and don't waste it like I did. I feel bad for spending $250 and then letting it peel off my truck, so it was my fault for not prepping it properly. You definitely need to prime it. Don't spray it on chrome. I wouldn't spray it on plastic without priming it. I'm gonna buy a black primer, that way if this for some reason ever scratches, you're gonna see a black primer underneath instead of white or gray, or obviously not chrome, because you don't want to scratch your truck and see your chrome again, because I hate chrome. The whole purpose of blacking out a truck is to never see the stuff that's underneath it, right? So hopefully your project goes a little smoother than mine and this video helps you out.